drivers. We get it. The car insurance market can be very noisy. Campion Insurance can make things crystal clear. We work with over 15 different insurers. For us, it's all about finding the insurance that suits you. Enjoy the present. The future's covered. Get a quote today on Campion.com.
Hello and good afternoon. You're very welcome to the University of Limerick for this Campion Insurance Collingwood Cup semi-final. We're moments away from kick-off. This is the meeting of defending champions Maynooth against the red and black of UCC here at a windy and cold University of Limerick. It is a big prize and offer for both these sides ahead of this one. We'll just quickly run through the starting 11s for this side, starting with Maynooth. Andrew Stewart, trainer, is their goalkeeper. Finn Cowper-Gray is the number 2. Dean O'Shea, the team captain, he wears number 3. Number 4 is Phelim Dickius. Number 5, Ozaz Irku. Number 6, Jonathan Curl. Number 7 is Taylor McCarthy. Number 8 is Harry O'Connor. Number 9 for Maynooth is Taylor Mooney. 10 is Dara Murta, and yesterday's hero Alex Sheeran, who bagged a brace, wears number 11. For UCC, who are just in their huddle ahead of this one, they line out with Kevin Fitzpatrick in goals. They have number 2 is Ramsey Miller. 3 is John O'Donovan. 4 Evan Lynch. 5 is Ross Cunningham. 6 is Darragh O'Brien. 7 Noah Sawinski. 8 Finn Bron Smith. 9 Aina Fitzgerald. 10 Ronan O'Shea, and Daniel McCarthy wears a number 11 to complete the lineup. So we have 90 minutes of IUFU action here, and what promises to be an entertaining affair for both these sides. It's the black of Maynooth, all black kit top to bottom, and UCC in the familiar red and black with of course the skull and crossbones on their shirt. The referee for this one is Thomas Joyce. He's from Limerick and he's assisted by Alan Kincaid and Eddie Darcy, also 2 Limerick officials. So we're almost good to go. We're underway in the other game, which is being played off to our left hand side, but this semi-final is underway and immediately UCC have a bit of defending to do. All games so far in this competition being played on the artificial surface here on UL's Maguire Field, and immediately there's a foul there on Ozaz Irku, the number 5. So Maynooth look to go diagonally across the field, and that skips beyond their winger and out for a throw in. You will notice a number of lines on the pitch. It is the yellow lines that we're playing to here. The white lines are the Gaelic Athletic Association lines, but it's the yellow lines that will outline the pitch for you. Big aerial challenge in there, and that's Daniel McCarthy, the team captain, who got on it, and the ball is switched out to that right wing. It's Noah Sawinski looking for the return here. Sawinski gets his head up, tries to square it across, and he's opposite number 7. That's Taylor McCarthy, gets his right foot to it, knocking it out for the first corner of this afternoon's game. And a big opportunity for UCC. The corner going to be delivered by their number 3. That's John O'Donovan. O'Donovan, a towering presence himself, but his delivery deemed more important at this juncture. So, in swinging left-footed corner, headed away there up by Jonathan Curl, and it's going to be a throw-in for the red of UCC. You want to be careful which line he takes the throw-in from. Back to the yellow line. The other semi-final concurrently underway. Another game brought to you by Stream Sport is University of Limerick, the hosts. They're just underway in their semi-final against Queen's University of Belfast. Get it, John. If you can get it. UCC looking to set the tempo early in this one. Maynooth had to come from behind yesterday and their 3-2 victory, and the ball headed back to the goalkeeper there by Jonathan Curl, and the goalkeeper takes his time. UCC slow to press as Aina Fitzgerald leads the line for the Rebels, as Maynooth go short and come out with it. Ball knocked out for a throw-in. And already Maynooth under pressure from the strong UCC outfit. Ramsey Miller was going to take that draw ball, thrown in deep, right across to the edge of the area. Breaking onto it is Sawinski. Sawinski feels the touch on the back, hits the surface, and an easy decision for the match official Joyce. So Sawinski already having an influence, first on the right wing, this time cutting across, just across the box, and couldn't make something happen, but did manufacture an opportunity in the form of a free kick. So you may hear through our headset here, a bit of a breeze here in UL. Bitterly cold afternoon in Limerick, about 4 degrees at a push. So standing over it are the two of them, but it's going to be the number 7. Dangerous one in there. Evades everyone, and it was Sawinski's delivery that temporarily at least caused a bit of panic in the Maynooth area. They have no ball to restart, so chance for them to reset. Maynooth, 2-time winners of this competition, 2014, which was the centenary of the competition, and indeed again 12 months ago for the second time, as UCC certainly enjoying the lion's share of it in the early moments. As ball pinched there, and Sheeran it was on this occasion. Sheeran does well again, wins the header in the middle. Plenty of early jewels in around the middle. Referee says no advantage coming. Sheeran is on the deck. In fact, it's the number 8, Harry O'Connor, who's upended. So it's going to be a free kick for Maynooth. They're going to go quick. They're going to try and go in behind looking for Finn Cowper-Gray. And has Gray won himself a corner? He has. Good quick thinking in the middle by Harry O'Connor, and Cowper-Gray does well to engineer the corner. So an opportunity here. The number 3 is going to hit it. It's Dean O'Shea, recently transferred to Bray Wanderers, so winning captain last year. In swinger, headed away by the UCC captain at the front post. Ball still bobbling in there. It's hit to the back of the net. It's a brilliant finish from the edge of the area, drilled in low, and it is the number 6, Jonathan Curl, and brilliantly struck. UCC failed to clear their lines, put it down on his right foot and drilled it low to the bottom corner. Kevin Fitzpatrick couldn't get down quick enough, and Maynooth, with their first notable attack of this contest, have hit the front. Brilliant finish, operating at right centre back this afternoon, but showed that he can do it at both ends. Brilliantly done. He's been involved in the defensive duties, but does his bit from the attack there as UCC look to relaunch their efforts here. A 2-0 win yesterday over University of Galway, so an opportunity for them now to try and come from behind, something obviously they didn't have to do yesterday, as again the diagonal ball is being utilised as Maynooth now piling the pressure on, and that's good defensive work by the number 3, John O'Donovan, and bit of breathing room for UCC to potentially clip it down this left wing. Lovely ball, but good defensive work there by Cowper-Gray, rising highest to just nod it out for a throw-in. So UCC would have felt they had started strongly, but it's goals that make this game, and what a finish it was. Lovely turn inside by the number 10, that's Ronan O'Shea, but losing his footing there is Finn Bond-Smith. And Andrew Stewart, Trainer, the goalkeeper. Just going to take his time with this one. Drops it to the 4G surface here, goes long straight up the middle. Dangerous one if you're a defender. You have to get your header right and John O'Donovan again got it right, and there's a ricochet off Sawinski here now. Has to be defended, but there's O'Shea. Didn't get his head up and deliver the ball to nobody in particular. UCC looking to build through Sawinski. Tries to switch it back. Here's O'Shea. And O'Shea, this time he gets his head up. Brilliant delivery. Intercepted, and Fitzpatrick is out to catch it. It was headed up in the air by Ross Cunningham, and Fitzpatrick did very well to gather the ball at the second attempt. And unsurprisingly, UCC go short, and now they just clip one in behind. The number 10 is running for it. That's Ronan O'Shea. O'Shea has won his free kick. Thomas Joyce is a League of Ireland match official. And he's just a few metres away to give the free kick, which Finn Bond-Smith is going to pass over to Sawinski. So he's, what, 5 metres or maybe less even outside that penalty area. Effectively a corner, really. As the referee gets the requisite 10 from both the Maynooth players. So, the right foot of Sawinski, or is it going to be the left foot of O'Donovan? In the end, Maynooth get a couple of headers to it. It's hit, goal bound, blocked, and then volleyed away by Urku, I think it was, and UCC tried to relaunch it. Here's O'Shea. Tries to use his strength, but is muscled off it by the opposite O'Shea, Ronan. UCC through their number 8, Finn Bond-Smith. They're going to recycle it all the way out here to O'Donovan. O'Donovan's ball, lovely touch in behind. Is the keeper going to win that race? He is. It was clever play by Daniel McCarthy, but just a little bit too much on it for his attackers to join in. Ball driven up the middle, strong chest on it, but it falls to Taylor Mooney, and Mooney switches it across to O'Shea. O'Shea has Sheeran ahead of him, tries to drill it in towards the strikers, but again UCC with strength in numbers back there can recover it, and it's clearly a back three for Maynooth at times, but 5 at times as well when they get the numbers back. Good strong challenge in there from both players. Ball knocked out, and it's going to be a throw in for Maynooth, and they get on it, and immediately it has been lost. Taylor Mooney just couldn't return the ball to Cowper Gray, and it's going to be a throw in here in front of us. Lively start to this encounter. 3 games in 3 days is the target, really, as ball kept in play. Cowper Gray drills it right footed into that Limerick breeze as Sheeran gets on it, tries to flick it back around the corner, but it was read expertly by Fitzgerald in the middle, and UCC tried to just keep possession. The AstroTurf does play extremely quick, and diagonal ball looks to cause a bit of a problem. Ball headed in again by Finn Bond-Smith, but to nobody in particular, as Cowper Gray with the diagonal, and a good header in there, well won by Ramsey Miller. Miller with tentative appeals for a free kick, none forthcoming. Bit of jostling off the ball between the defender and the attacker, and Maynooth will be very, very satisfied with their start to this one. Just till the 12th minute now, and O'Shea in no hurry to resume the contest. This is the 105th edition of the Collingwood Cup. It's been disrupted a few times, most recently by COVID, as the ball is delivered in and gathered by Fitzpatrick from a famous goalkeeping family in Limerick, and Fitzpatrick bowls it out to his left. And a reminder that this competition, and indeed the streaming, brought to you by Campion Insurance. Campion Insurance, enjoy the present, the future is covered. As back at the other end, Andrew Stewart, trainer, picks it up, and not for the first time puts it down and drills it right footed. As a long delivery contested by his attack, but a eventually blocked out there as Miller slow to clear his lines. No score in the other contest, I believe, but we're firmly focused on Maynooth and UCC in this one. UCC looking to head back to another final of a storied tradition in this competition. Ball knocked on and it's cleared, and referee waving away any appeals there. There's an offside flag over to our right hand side, and referee Thomas Joyce having a word with the number 2, who went down a little bit easy for his liking, Ramsey Miller. So Fitzpatrick gets on it and immediately looks for the diagonal. The number 2 again is there, and that's Cowper Gray. UCC going to have to just recycle. Dangerous one for the defender, knocks it back to Fitzpatrick. Small overload on this side beneath us, but Fitzpatrick rolls it back to his right back, and they try and go up that other side. Here's the dangerous Sawinski, but not an awful lot he could do with that other than try and bring it under his spell. Easier said than done. We will of course have the final stream for you tomorrow afternoon. I think it's a 2:15 start again. We're a long way from knowing who will be in that game, which is penciled at the moment in for Jackman Park. There's a counter attack here. Here goes Sheeran. Sheeran appeals for a free kick. It was just outside the area, but Sheeran stayed on his feet, and UCC breathed a sigh of relief, because you'd feel in a game like this that a 2-goal deficit would be testing, as ball knocked out over on that far side. Good defensive work by UCC. Here's Ramsey Miller now. Seen plenty of him in the last few minutes. Drills it in, but nobody can bring it under their spell. And it's a good tackle in the middle there. You can see the physicality in this game growing each passing minute. Breaking onto it there was Taylor McCarthy. McCarthy does well, gives it to Stuart Traynor. And I should say Cowper Gray. Lovely little triangle. Here is the full back. It is a lovely sliding challenge by the captain, Daniel McCarthy, I should say. And the net result of all of that is a throw-in for, or is it indeed a corner? It is a corner kick. No, it's going to be a throw. Dean O'Shea comes across to take it. Long throws most certainly in vogue now, of course, in football, as there's a switch as Phelim Dickius joins the attack. The number 4 is up from the back. He's the target, just escapes him, but a red jersey of UCC heads it away. Here's Cowper Gray. Dangerous delivery. O'Shea had come back in off the back of that throw-in. 2 full-backs, or 2 wing-backs really, trying to link. O'Shea just couldn't bring it under his spell, and Fitzpatrick will restart us with a goal kick. So UCD will face University of Galway in the Farquhar Cup final. That's the second tier competition, but back underway here. Ball not headed back to the keeper with expertise, and shot from distance. Just worried Stuart Traynor from a minute. The shot come in from Aina Fitzgerald. It was Finn Bon Smith who'd won the ball back for UCC, as the shot probably just veering off target, but keeper had to be smart to it, as this time he goes out of his hands and returned with interest, or lack thereof actually, from the winger. And unsurprisingly, the man in all yellow takes his time gathering, goes direct. That's a much better kick out of the hands this time. Here is Sawinski, tries to get it back. Indeed he does. Lovely touch on his right foot. Sawinski though overcooks the pass, and Ronan O'Shea wasn't on the same wavelength. So Urku will pass to O'Shea, who will take the throw-in. Maynooth looking to head to the final of this competition in back-to-back seasons. It will be the first time in their history that they will achieve it, so they're one step away towards doing that, as UCC want to go about changing that ball. Not cleared well. Lovely footwork in there. Racing onto it though, and defending well is Urku, and clears left-footed. Ball just skips out over the line. It's 100-mile-an-hour stuff at times here, and then we head into a lull. O'Shea. See the power and the length in that throw is contest there. Both teams appealing for a free kick. Referee says neither, as Fitzpatrick goes long. O'Shea, and there's a foul in the middle there as Dara Murta upends the Cork student. Final word, it looks like, for Ramsey Miller as the wind whistles through Maguire's. This was previously grass pitches here in this part of the campus in UL, effectively known as 10 acres, but now the Maguire's fields at 4 soccer pitches, which can also be played as 2 GA pitches, artificial surfaces, and then the adjoining grass GA pitch over to our left hand side. So it's an impressive facility. Gets so much traffic in all sports as Maynooth cleared their lines and UCC knock it out through Evan Lynch. Throw in is taken quickly, and it means Maynooth will try and get it upfield. Ball bouncing around in that middle third. Maynooth decides they're going to do a little bit of an up and under. Oh, brilliantly taken down there by Sheeran on his own, going inside that area. No black jersey anywhere near him. Now he has a bit of support coming, but he does so well to win the throw-in. Superb touch there on the edge of the area. Just couldn't find a space to fire away a shot, and I'm sure he'll be happy enough to have won the throw-in. So O'Shea makes his way across once more. Long throw, reaching the more or less the 6-yard box, is contested in there, and flashing a volley onto it was Phelim Dickius, the number 4, as they work the ball along. Here's O'Shea, chops inside, gives it to Sawinski, and Sawinski back to O'Shea. There's room out on this side with a couple of options, but they're still going back down that narrow side, and now they find the room out here as it's worked out to the team captain Daniel McCarthy. McCarthy, the second attempt, gets through the challenge but gives it away again, and here comes the number 3, O'Shea. McCarthy gets his head to it, and Maynooth are going to be happy enough to just grab a temporary breather. So Cowper Gray looking for some options. Has to hack on it, tries to clear it up, but lovely touch in the middle by Evan Lynch, and he finds Ramsey Miller. Hasn't really joined in an attack much yet as Miller. Sawinski knocks it around the corner. Was never going to get onto it, but it was upended in the process. He looks dangerous every time you see him, does Sawinski, and too quick of thought there for the defender, who unceremoniously dumped him to the floor here. UCC most recently winners in 2019, and last time that was competition was held by the University of Limerick. It was in the Markets Field where they played that final, so they'll be hoping that the omens are good in regards to a return up the road to Shannonside. So it's Sawinski is on it. What's a bit of a delay here? The referee has, well, he's sent off. Free kick is delivered in, came off a Maynooth player, and the chance still goes on. So Maynooth with 10 at the moment as their full back remains behind the goals. There's a shot and straight on target. Sawinski again, it looks like he's the most likely of the UCC men. Straight at the goalkeeper though, Stuart Traynor. He was on hand to get it, as gathered it at the second attempt. Ball volleyed back down the other end, and it's gonna go all the way back to the goalkeeper once again. Not the first time that's happened, you'll recall. So Maynooth back to 10 now as Cowper Gray makes his way back into the right back position. Maynooth again looking for that diagonal, looking for their front two, as here's the captain now again. McCarthy goes inside, and they're going to switch play nicely across to Ramsey Miller. The management team headed up by Declan Coleman. In UCC it is, as that challenge from behind plays the ball. Sawinski gets on it, but looked for the return from Aina Fitzgerald, doesn't get it, and Fitzgerald encouraged to just stay that little bit higher by the management over to my side, right hand side, as they recycle the ball back to Fitzpatrick. He was a substitute goalkeeper for Treaty United at the weekend in their League of Ireland opener on Lee side. That was a 1-0 defeat to Cork City in the first division. So here's Fitzpatrick. Anyone going to challenge in the air? Again, it's that man, Cowper Gray. They recycle the ball back. That's a poor pass though. How can they link up nicely from here? Here's the number 8, delivers it back. Here's O'Shea. Tentative enough volley. Ball breaks down to the number 10. That's blocked away. It was an opportunity for Dara Murta, but he couldn't direct an effort on target. And again, Maynooth will reload. This time the goalkeeper comes to the right wing, contested in the air. It's going to be a UCC throw-in. And McCarthy, has he lost it out over that sideline? He has indeed. Good pressure from Harry O'Connor, and it allows Cowper Gray fired up the touchline once again. They're trying to manufacture an opportunity here. They've won a throw-in, and Dean O'Shea, unsurprisingly, heads back across. The last 3 long throws, or 2 anyway, have been easily won by the UCC defence. So O'Shea will want someone in a black shirt to go and claim this one. Wind just temporarily dies down, allows him to get it in at the near post, but again UCC defended admirably, and Cowper Gray can go back to his goalkeeper. There's 4 black jerseys over to my right hand side. They've gone looking for them. O'Shea is one of them. McCarthy there too though, and there's a little bit of late contact in the back and an aerial challenge, so UCC will resume us with a kick out. Little by way of goal mode action since that opening goal. Diagonally played up there. It's a dangerous one. Headed out the back. Is it an opportunity? Like, flag has gone up just from the initial header. It was the 9 and 10 looking to link. It was Aina Fitzgerald who flicked it on. Ronan O'Shea had just crept into an offside position. No VAR here in UL, not yet. They have everything else, but no VAR, so we're going to rely on young Alan Kincaid on that far side, who was quick to put his flag up, and it means Maynooth will clear their lines. 2 players having a hug and a kiss. Valentine's is over, lads, in the middle of the pitch, as Maynooth do well. Lovely interchange of 4 or 5 passes into the striker just behind, I think it was Sheeran, who was looking to bring it under his spell. Ball knocked around the corner here by Daniel McCarthy. Ball thrown down the line. McCarthy recovers from that mistake by regaining possession for the black and red of UCC. Ball around the corner. Play on, ball switched in, and it was a probing ball, but Taylor Mooney just couldn't find his teammate as UCC looked to counter. Defending there is Phelim Dickius. Dickius clears his lines. It's blocked on the way, and his reward for that is a throw-in. These sides will have an opportunity to use 5 substitutes from the 7 they have named, so plenty of opportunity to change this game as it progresses. As we head for the half-hour mark at a so far dry University of Limerick. So O'Shea from deep this time. Maybe that one's going to be more advantageous for them to attack, but again UCC dominating the skies at the back there, and Sawinski wins his throw-in, and an opportunity for Cork lads to come away with it. Another long throw, we've seen plenty of that, but the touch is poor from the number 9, Aina Fitzgerald, and O'Shea will get on it once again. Sheeran shows great strength for shall we say one of the smaller players in the field, but the pass through from O'Shea just a little bit overcooked, and it's going to be Fitzpatrick to restart with the goal kick. So no short kick out on this occasion. Fitzpatrick goes, look, there's no UCC player in the landing zone. The header is poured out from Taylor McCarthy, and it gives UCC this platform. They haven't really shown much in recent minutes. Opportunity here now. McCarthy, is he outnumbered? He is, and it's well cleared by Finn Cowper-Gray. McCarthy tries to return the throw and intercepted by Taylor Mooney. They've some manoeuvre in their set piece. Again thrown in there. Flicked on. Here's Sheeran. Lovely challenge on him. And we see what Sheeran is all about. He's all action, but he's well tackled on that occasion. Thrown down the line. McCarthy nods it down to Evan Lynch. Lynch in turn finds Miller. Miller with a bit of space to attack. Knocks it in. Lovely touch around the corner here. Sawinski now. Sawinski, dangerous ball. Oh, the finish is scuffed. It was Ronan O'Shea. And we're going to have a throw in here for UCC. Or sorry, Maynooth. UCC not happy with how the goalkeeper is controlling the ball here, but they're saying he's controlling it. The officials are saying he's saving it, so a disagreement over that, but he's obviously doing it to just milk the clock and slow the momentum. Cleared away, and a bit of a stinger. Going to be sore any time of the year, but Evan Lynch makes the block there. Particularly sore when it's about 2 degrees here. Little to nothing in that as UCC regain possession. Fitzpatrick clips one up the top. Again, no challenge from UCC. Maynooth certainly on top in the aerial challenges. Lovely feet from Harry O'Connor, and at the second attempt he's fouled. Brilliant twisting and turning from him, and again it just allows UCC the opportunity to, or sorry, Maynooth the opportunity to put one in around the house, but the wind drawing that one back out. O'Shea tries to touch it round the corner. It's cleared, and once again, Phelim Dickius is strong in the challenge. Ball knocked out. Maynooth waste no time getting it back in and switching it across to their left hand side. Dickius switches it out to Jonathan Curl, and back to the goalkeeper. But not the greatest of clearances. UCC come on it, but again there's a lot of bobbling and touching, and they'll reload with their shot stopper. Again, clearance finds a UCC man, but again they can't bring it under their spell. Here's Harry O'Connor, loses it. UCC looking for an opening. Flag is down. Now comes the shin guard again, I think of the Maynooth player. So he's playing well as Cowper Gray, but his shin guard's not playing with him. Second time they've come flying out. They're one of the largest shin guards we've seen in recent times. They're normally the size of a matchbox, but he's a bit bigger than that, as Maynooth appeal for a free kick. Two players stuck onto the floor. Oh, Sheeran turns it over. An opportunity now. It's O'Connor around the corner to to the captain, O'Shea. Great save by Fitzpatrick. And again, Sheeran, he's a very good attacker, but his main MO is to put pressure on those UCC defenders. He did so on that occasion. Turned it over. I believe it was O'Connor into the flying fullback or winger O'Shea, and his effort parried well by Kevin Fitzpatrick, out for a corner kick. And in it comes. Oh, good hands in there by the towering presence of Kevin Fitzpatrick. And he goes long, diagonally to that right hand side. It's missed on the first bounce. It's taken down through. Well, where is that? And the officials have said there is nothing doing. We will have a goal kick. Headed out over the end line by Ronan O'Shea. And UCC not happy with that one, but play will go on. Not enough in it for them, as UCC too well in the air. Ball out to McCarthy, and he checks inside, gives it back to the number 3, back to Fitzpatrick. Great pressure on the whole time as Ramsey Miller back to Fitzpatrick, and his clearance only goes out for a throw-in. O'Shea is told to bring it back. Still seems all quiet from the other game, but that's going on about 100 metres over to my left hand side as ball switch inside. Good defending, or is it? It is cleared eventually by UCC. A risky one, it must be said, by McCarthy. Tried to head it back to the goalkeeper, didn't get it right. And here comes Cowper Gray. Who's that gone off? It's gone off O'Shea last. What can they do from here? Very crowded area. Lovely back heel around the corner. Can he deliver? It's kept in. Good defending, good strength, it must be said, by Evan Lynch, but the clearance is not a good one. Maynooth looking to double their advantage and really put pressure on UCC, who've looked some bit dangerous at times on the counter, but really have yet to trouble this man, Andrew Stewart Traynor. Is ball one in the air, but It's only going to be a throw-in. We've had a lot of throw-ins in this game, as you may have noticed. And Maynooth in no great urgency to resume this. Cowper Gray tries to find a runner. Cowper Gray slicing it or hacking at it. It's busy around that centre circle at all times. No player really with time to put their foot on the ball. And in case in point, possession turned over again. Finn Bond-Smith on it for UCC. Two players tangling off the ball, himself and Sheeran getting to know each other. Sheeran eventually just decides nothing to do with me, and he comes away from it as the other UCC men continue with the ball. The ball pinged in. Good defensive pressure from Maynooth. Ball knocked up to Sheeran. Oh, there's a strong leg in there. Here's O'Shea just outside that area. O'Shea drills it. Is it going to stay in? And Maynooth trying to secure the corner kick, but they don't. It was O'Shea, and I think it was Dara Murta involved in that move as well. And Sheeran central again to plenty. What is good from this Maynooth attack. So Maynooth have left no one at home as the long throw in is coming. O'Shea, plenty on that one. Great challenge in the air. And UCC will clear it. Here's Urku. Back to the number 6. Hand on the jersey there, tentatively. Harry O'Connor gives it across. He's going to break on the edge. Just getting a toe in there was Evan Lynch. Which way are we going with the throw? It's going to be a UCC throw. Just, and it's Taylor Mooney who's slow to get to his feet, but he's back up on it now. In fact, it was Harry O'Connor as UCC go long once more. Finn Cowper Gray. It's been very impressive so far. That right wing back position has done his defensive work, and it's normally the curse of the commentator. He does exactly the opposite of that because he wins the ball back. But again, crowded central area of the pitch. Here's UCC on the break. Sawinski knocks it through for the runner. The keeper though racing out, diving at the feet of Finn Bond-Smith, and brilliant goalkeeping. Releases O'Shea, and in the blink of an eye they're in an attack, and it's Sheeran from the edge. Sheeran with the low shot off the post. Fitzpatrick was down, didn't get it though, and Sheeran's low right-footed effort rebounds off the butt of the post here, and that could have been the second goal for Maynooth, but Sheeran unable to add to his tally from yesterday. Brilliant, swift counter-attack started by their goalkeeper, and the net result was ball off the post, punched away on this occasion by Fitzpatrick, and UCC can't really get their foot in it, can't start playing the game that they want to play, I'm sure here. Plenty of strength in the middle, and there is a challenge there, unceremoniously dumped to the floor. It was Taylor McCarthy who lost the possession, and he quickly impeded his man, and UCC Ramsey Millard in option on the right, but they're going to drift it back to the left hand side, and John O'Donovan just about kept in play by McCarthy. Knocked around the corner, gets a toe to it, does O'Donovan. Goalless across the way, I believe, still, so ball just about kept in play. Now UCC again just unable to get a passing game going here at all. Here's McCarthy, feints inside nicely. They look for the diagonal. It's a exciting ball, superb touch, and it was the number 8 who pulled it out of the sky, Finn Bond-Smith. Brilliant touch. Unfortunately for him, couldn't really play a pass or indeed get a shot off, and has to settle for the corner with ricocheted off Dean O'Shea. So a platform for UCC. They send up their centre back to take it once again. That's John O'Donovan. He's a bit like myself, wise man wearing the gloves this afternoon. With the wind and with the left-footed in-swinger, this will be dangerous. Dipping, dropping, missed by everyone, is it? And eventually it rebounds away for another corner off Philum Dickius. And UCC management and subs wasting no time throwing in a second ball. Here's Sawinski. So UCC bring 2 out to drag a bit of space in there. Referee having a good look at the holding that's going on there. Back there again is Cowper Gray. And Cowper Gray twixt between whether he should stay or go. He drops back into the 6 yard. They're going to do it short. Opportunity. O'Shea out, or Cowper Gray out again. UCC eventually get across in. It's a poor one though. Not much Sawinski can do with that. Nice touch though by the winger. Can they work something from here? Sawinski recycled out the back, and well, you talk about straight reds, it's the definition of a straight yellow. It's the number 9 who's going to get it. That's Taylor Mooney. Just left a foot in there after the pass was played, and UCC I'm sure will be happy to take the free kick, and indeed to see an opposition player receiving a caution. So Sawinski standing over it. So what sort of a routine have UCC here? They have their number 3 on it. Management looking for something here, and it looks to me like University of Limerick have struck the front in the other game. So Sawinski over the free kick. 3 men over it. One goes, the other goes. Here's Sawinski. Sawinski! It was dipping a little bit too late. It was a metre or 2 to the left of that post. And well, the double goals there might confuse you. He didn't hit either of them. So what it is a goal kick. Sawinski, as I said from the start, looks the most likely for UCC in this one. Both from play and indeed from set pieces, as we've just seen. Goals from Éanna Fitzgerald and Ronan O'Shea were the reason they're here yesterday. We've just hit the 45, and indeed with that comes the half-time whistle from referee Thomas Joyce. So we'll just head for a break. A reminder that we are here in association with Campion Insurance. Campion Insurance, enjoy the present, the future is covered. We will just take a short break here. The stream will stay live, you don't need to do anything to that, and we'll be back for the second half indeed very, very shortly.
Drivers, we get it. The car insurance market can be very noisy. Campion Insurance can make things crystal clear. We work with over 15 different insurers. For us, it's all about finding the insurance that suits you. Enjoy the present. The future's covered. Get a quote today on campion.com.
Standing over 2 of them, but it's going to be the number 7. Dangerous one in there. Evades everyone. Second tier competition, but back underway here. Ball not headed back to the keeper with expertise, and shot from distance. Long throw, reaching the more or less the 6 yard boxes. Contested in there, and flashing as the chance still goes on. So Maynooth with 10 at the moment as their full back remains behind the goals. There's a shot, and straight on target. Stuck onto the floor. Oh, Sheeran turns it over. An opportunity now. It's O'Connor. Around the corner to the captain. O'Shea. Defensive pressure from Maynooth. Ball knocked up to Sheeran. Oh, there's a strong leg in there. Here's O'Shea. Just outside that area, O'Shea drills it. Is it going to stay in? And Maynooth trying to secure the corner kick, but they don't. And in the blink of an eye, they're in an attack. And it's Sheeran. Sheeran from the edge. Sheeran with the low shot off the post. 3 men over it. One goes, the other goes. Here's Sawinski. Sawinski! It was dipping a little bit too. Recently transferred to Bray Wanderers. So, winning captain last year, in swinger, headed away by the UCC captain at the front post. Ball still bobbling in there. It's hit to the back of the net. It's a brilliant finish from the edge of the area, drilled in low, and it is the number 6, Jonathan Curl, and brilliantly struck. UCC failed to clear their lines, put it down on his right foot and drilled it low to the bottom corner. Very welcome back to the University of Limerick. We're just about set to go for this second half. No changes for either side in this one, as you can see, Maynooth obviously holding that first half advantage. 45 minutes for UCC to do something about that. Weather still bitterly cold here in Limerick, but thankfully the rain has stayed away. Sheeran goes in search of that one, but it has gone out for yet another throw-in, and we come back here to Fitzpatrick, and the Limerick native knocking it across here to the full-back. It's Miller, Ramsey Miller, up to Sawinski. Doesn't get a great header on it. O'Shea returns it, but to no one in particular. Contest in the middle. Loose pass. Breaking onto it is Cowper Gray. Cuts it back. And Cowper Gray has to scramble now, because back coming at him is the UCC skipper, Daniel McCarthy. But again, unable to find a red jersey with much ease. So UCC trying to get something going. I could hear bits of their team talk, because it wasn't too far away from me at half time. The management understandably not happy with the level of endeavour at times from their sides, but all is not lost. They were inches away from being 2 down as Sheeran hit the post. Maynooth appeal strongly for a throw-in, but it isn't coming. So, again, thrown down the line. First year Limerick, I believe, 1-0 up in the other one, so nice touch by O'Shea, volleys it, but there's a player coming back from offside. That's Sheeran, and UCC will regain possession. I'm sure UCC have plenty in the supporting cast that would love to be thrown in at the deep end here and try and turn this one around. The man Cowper Gray clears his lines once again. Breeze picking up, and certainly in the faces of the Cork students is in this second half, blowing from right to left as you look at it. Back to Stuart Traynor, and Traynor puts plenty aloft in that, but it's spinning. Good win by Danny McCarthy. Here's Ramsey Miller now, the number 2. Doesn't have much on ahead of him, but knocks it back. Miller slicing it up the line, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Maynooth going to clear their lines into the striker, the top man. That's Darren Murtagh, but he doesn't bring it under control. Knock down that line. Is Murtagh going to go and chase it? He is. It may run, but Murtagh makes sure it doesn't. So back to the goalkeeper, Fitzpatrick. Dangerous one into the centre of the field, but Sheeran, as he's been all afternoon, absolute pest for defenders just everywhere. O'Shea wins the aerial ball, and just a small foul in the middle of the pitch. The skipper will stand over it as he goes diagonally towards that back post. One in the air, and that's headed away nicely by the UCC man. They still haven't cleared their lines though, and Ronan O'Shea, eventually they seem to have cleared it, but back in there with interest. Good defensive work from the centre half. Here's Sheeran. and Sheeran took a nice first touch but was fouled in the process of trying to take on a shot, and it is a very, very inviting position for a free kick. It's what, about 23 yards, 24 yards from goal, and looks to me like Taylor Mooney has eyes on the prize here, the number 9. Also standing there is Dara Murta, and the draft excluder is Ronan O'Shea. He was on the surface temporarily. It's cold weather to be doing that, but necessary evil now, it would appear. So they have 5 in the wall, one on just outside it, and another as the draft excluder at the back. So will he try and bend it around it? O'Shea is there with the left foot as well. It's going to be the number 9, and off target from Taylor Mooney. Well off target really in the end. Tried to pick out that top corner, unable to do so as kick out goes short. Again, Maynooth win in the middle. UCC tried to counter. An opportunity now to switch it. Finn Bond-Smith gives it out to Sawinski. Sawinski has O'Shea lined up. Can he go by him? Knocks it into the striker, but the striker is not on the save wavelength. In fact, it was Finn Bond-Smith that was just slightly ahead of that ball. And here's Fitzpatrick. And Maynooth very happy again to have turned the ball over, but immediately they've given it away. Sawinski, one of the targets for this, but again O'Shea, easily enough I think, is able to just throw a right foot on it. It's a dangerous one for a defender. Do not let it bounce on this artificial surface, as UCC player in off his feet, legally so, says Thomas Joyce. There's the counter attack. There's going to be an offside flag against the UCC, or sorry, the Maynooth striker. Fitzpatrick wastes no time in getting on with it. Here's their right back, that's Ramsey Miller, and they go back around. So much pressure on UCC players in the middle third, but illegal pressure on this occasion. Ronan O'Shea does well to win his free kick. UCC desperate to reach the decider in this one. Delivered and volleyed away easily again. UCC not doing much in the air, headed by the defender. Here's Sheeran, one-on-one. Sheeran goes around the goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant save, superb save from Kevin Fitzpatrick. Sheeran thought he'd jinked around him, but brilliant dynamism from the towering goalkeeper to get down into his left and deflects it away for a corner kick. That could have been curtains for UCC, but Fitzpatrick equal to it. And I think Sheeran was thinking it was goal number 3 for the competition for him, but the big green monster got in his way as O'Shea clips one in, left-footed. Contest there. Maynooth looking for something, very little in it really, as hooked towards the back post, headed in there. Is it volleyed away? It is by the captain once again. UCC looking to counter. Is there a switch on here? There's a foul in the middle of the field. It's a cynical one, stops a promising attack, and it's going to be a very easy yellow for Taylor McCarthy, the number 7. Unsurprisingly, the referee has his hand in the pocket for the yellow card. And what a big momentum swing we could have if UCC could advance here and force an equaliser, because that was such an opportunity for Sheeran, but Fitzpatrick did so well. And again, UCC's direct ball really hasn't paid dividends that often this afternoon. is in the net, but there's a foul. There's a jersey being pulled, not by the man who finished it. UCC management not happy with the 8 seconds being applied by the referee. They thought it was a little bit generous to the goalkeeper, but in fairness, the referee was signalling each count for that one, as UCC again go short and go long. That's very much the order of the day. It doesn't yield much on this occasion. Good aerial win again. Sheeran flicks it from the defender. Sheeran bearing down a goal, looks for this one at Sheeran. He tucked it away. He's looked so dangerous all afternoon, and this time he drills low to the corner, and Maynooth with 1 foot firmly in the Collingwood Cup final, and it's Sheeran who celebrates with his teammates. A brilliant bit of skill to bring it down, and got his head up, picked out that far left corner, and I think just might have brushed the post on its way in. And an absolute mountain now for UCC to climb, but Maynooth looking for back-to-back Collingwood Cup final appearances. 2-0 up in this third quarter, and it's going to be a special week in Limerick if they can retain that title. Looking to get closer and closer with each minute, as Sheeran is in again. Sheeran, there's a flag against him, this time just the wrong side of the defender. Couldn't bring it under his spell in any case, as UCC now really have to throw the kitchen sink. They've subs being warmed up. Here's O'Shea. O'Shea switches it across. Good contest for the ball there. And here's Sheeran again. Does so well. Murtagh into the number 3, and there's a collision in there, and O'Shea is down. I think he's claiming it was an arm across the face, but referee has awarded the goal kick. UCC with all of their substitutes, I think every single one, warming up to our right hand side. Maynooth have a couple limbering up, but they certainly don't need to roll the dice at this occasion. O'Shea back to his feet. Fitzpatrick gets it underway. As we're just heading into 11th, maybe the 12th minute of this second half. UCC again guilty of coughing the ball up just when they look to be creating a promising attack, but they've turned it back over quite quickly. Evan Lynch winning it back in this occasion. Around the corner, here's Finn Bond-Smith. It's not the greatest delivery, and hacked away by Phelim Dickius, the number 4. Big towering presence, but he's able to play on that ground too. And it's not sure, is it gone for a corner or a throw? It's going to be a corner kick. UCC with 9 in attack, as they leave just the goalkeeper and 1 defender at home. They go short with the corner routine, delivered in towards that back post. Brilliantly defended by Urku. Uses his strength, shrugs off his man. Jersey pull on him, and frustration starting to grow. It's Ronan O'Shea who's going to receive his yellow card. A couple of swipes at him, and O'Shea does indeed receive his yellow card. So as I said, tomorrow's final provisionally set for Jackman Park, subject to a pitch inspection. It's a possibility that will remain here at the University of Limerick, but this competition was also previously played here in 2012, where UCD were winners. That played in the UL Bowl, which is where the athletics track is. We've the free kick taken short, now delivered. UCC winning it in the air, but not clearing once again. Here's O'Shea, left-footed. The Bray Wanderers man tries to deliver, but it's blocked out. And in his case, this is quite similar to a corner kick, although he's gone short this occasion. And they've knocked possession out as Harry O'Connor unable to bring it under his spell. Miller throws it up the line. O'Shea easily wins the header. Here's Sheeran. Sheeran grafting to try and get it back. Lovely little skip inside by Sawinski. And will he get it back again? And Sheeran with the foul there. So an opportunity for UCC. They've a couple of subs being prepared over to our right. It looks like indeed they're going to use a couple of those in a moment. Their jerseys on and everything. Ball delivered inside. Appeals for handball. Very, very tentative. And as again UCC regain possession, but really lacking creativity around that middle. They're going to go back to Fitzpatrick on this occasion. Fitzpatrick clipping it out to that left-hand channel. Good strength in the middle there by here's Sheeran around the corner. He's onside. Sheeran to seal it. Oh, flashed it across the goal. As that could have been surely curtains. As we have a couple of subs now for UCC. The number 17, Mohammed Abdallah. He's coming in, as too is Joshua Suleiman. And just going to see who's make way. Number 8 is one of those who's come out, and they're number 2. So Finn Van Smith has made way, as to Ramsey Miller, who you'll recall was operating just over to our left hand side here at right full back. UCC though certainly need to throw caution to the wind if they're to have any chance of forcing this one to penalties. It is penalties if we're level after 90 minutes, but it seems a tall order even at this point, given the dominance Maynooth have enjoyed. UCC have dropped the number 7 back to right back, so they're going to want to get Sawinski involved from deep. So far looked the most likely in the red jersey, I felt anyway. Free kick coming for Maynooth. Of course, fitness over the 3 days is absolutely paramount. There's obviously the final to take place on Wednesday afternoon, so players are going to want to get that recovery done, but it's about getting the job done here first, as Maynooth again go short. They've dictate proceedings. Ball clipped inside. Our cameraman almost gets taken out of it. Don't know could I manage the camera and the commentary, but we give it a go. As O'Shea throws long down the line. Sheeran tries to get onto it, but it's defended well by Ross Cunningham. And here's Evan Lynch. Lynch looking for one of the substitutes. That was Joshua Suleiman, but Suleiman piling the pressure on. They're trying to turn this ball over high up the pitch, but and now they have done so. Here's McCarthy. Daniel McCarthy. Will he have a go? McCarthy! Probably 3 or 4 yards wide. Goalkeeper didn't look too worried. But really, the first notable sighted goal we've seen from the Skull and Crossbones in this second half, and it's their captain who's drilled it wide. But they're a little bit better. They got their press on high up the pitch that bit earlier and forced Maynooth into a bit of defensive work, as Andrew Stewart, trainer, decides to take his time over this kick out and going to put it into the Limerick sky. Does very well with the height on that one. And there's Abdallah with his first touch really since coming on, winning the header. And headed back up the other way, and it has gone out for a throw-in. Chucked down the line by Finn Cowper-Gray. We haven't seen too much of him in the second half, very prominent in the first half. Ball headed back to the goalkeeper. Easy as you like, really, from the centre half. Urku, he looks so cool and composed, and no different on that occasion. They look for Sheeran again, tries to roll the centre back and would hope to skip away from Sheeran. There's so much at times, and he's really a determined figure for them. Plenty of excitement over on the other one. Sheeran around the corner, he's onside. Sheeran! The flag is down, the goal is good, and Maynooth are into the Collingwood Cup final for 2026. And this man, Alex Sheeran, has played a major role again on his left foot this time, one with the right, one with the left. And it is 3-0 to the men from the Kildare University. UCC looking for a flag that did not come. So Sheeran not happy with 2 yesterday, probably not happy with 2 today. He's going to want to go and search for that hat-trick. Maynooth, I'm sure now, will ring the changes and keep a bit of charge in his legs, and indeed others, as they head for tomorrow's big decider. It is, of course, the Campion Insurance Collingwood Cup, brought to you in association with Campion Insurance. So Campion Insurance, enjoy the present because the future is covered. And, great supporters of the Collingwood Cup in recent times, as UCC look to restore a bit of pride. A 2-0 victory in the quarter-final yesterday. It's going to pale into significance now, really, isn't it? Given the nature of how this one has unfolded for them. I'm sure they'll enjoy themselves in the campus here this evening as Shea volleys that delivery. And now they can just play with that little bit of freedom. Here's O'Shea around the back. O'Shea drills it low. Sheeran was waiting, he was poised for the hat-trick, but a red shirt got through him. There's a pull in the middle. Referee didn't catch it. I just think there was probably a little bit of a strong arm in there by the number 18, the substitute Joshua Suleiman, but referee waved away any appeals from UCC. Of course, played their sport out of the Mardyke, famous arena in Cork City. Sawinski tries to thread it through the eye of a needle, and O'Shea is equal to it. Sheeran wanted that ball, it didn't come, but referee thinks twice about it, but decides nothing in the challenge. Play will go on, and the diagonal is on again. Cracks starting to appear all over the place, really, for UCC, as UCC chase and chase and chase. Maynooth now really just enjoying possession and enjoying what they're doing here. Clearance is long by the goalkeeper. Still no sign of movement on the Maynooth bench, which surprises me ever so slightly, but this is their MO. They just want to creep towards the winning line, I'm sure. Ball out to Suleiman. It's a real danger when playing in the more advantageous attacking positions, but looks a little bit curtailed at right back since he's gone back there. The diagonal. Goalkeeper, though, very good starting position. Was on the penalty spot really when it was struck. Suleiman encouraged to close him down, with the goalkeeper just knocks it down to the far end. Here's Ross Cunningham, gives it to Suleiman. Challenge is good, and Suleiman gets it underway with the throw in. Intercepted by Harry O'Connor. He does well, gives it out to Sheeran. Sheeran's delivery is not a good one. And UCC going to roll the dice again. They haven't really been able to get into a higher gear in the last, well, in most of this contest really, but in the last few minutes there's a foul in there, and now UCC will try to create something from here. They bring in the sub. Yeah, they're just about to roll the substitute on here, and that's the number 15, Garvin Toomey. So it's their third sub. They can of course use 5. And Toomey is he's coming in, and number 5 is making way. That's Ross Cunningham. So looking for fresh impetus from the bench. Unsurprisingly, UCC have everyone in attack. Maynooth, as is their desire, bring everyone back to want a clean sheet. Didn't get one yesterday, so move back to Suleiman. Here's Toomey. Toomey passes around the back, but Maynooth able to read it. The counter is on. Here's O'Connor. Nothing doing. Ball around the back. Here's the number 18, and off balance. Joshua Suleiman had the chance, but well, less said about that effort the better. Miles off target, and UCC, their frustration I'm sure will grow. There's a sub being prepared on the far side for Maynooth. Dara Murta trots off to a ripple of applause from his college mates and indeed his coaching team, and we'll just see who exactly has come in. Change in attack anyway. The number 14 has come in. So William Smith, not to be mistaken with Will Smith, the famous actor from America. Slightly different men, but nevertheless, ball knocked down. Here's William Smith hunting it. I'm sure he's never heard that joke before, but he's in to just put a bit of energy in that Maynooth attack as they try to seal the deal here and get to this Campion Insurance IUFU Collingwood Cup final. Over 100 years in operation, this famous old competition. We've had many winners. UCD I should say, dominating proceedings, but they were dumped out yesterday by host UL. That went all the way to penalties. As UL, I think, with certainly not 1.5 feet in the final, but 1 foot slightly ahead of Queen's University Belfast over to our left hand side. Maynooth will quickly turn their attention to that once the final whistle sounds here. As look at the graft, look at the effort here from Sheeran. Is he going to win it? He is. He's won it by himself. Sheeran cutting in. Sheeran for the hat trick. Oh, a good save by Kevin Fitzpatrick, getting down low, getting his foot to it, and cross is delivered. Dangerous one, but it's gone all the way wide. Sheeran, I'm sure, was seeing the hat trick, and I think that piece of play sums up everything you need to know about Sheeran. He was second favourite for it, beat the centre half to it, then had the skill to bring it in towards goal and just couldn't apply the finishing touch, but 10 out of 10 before that really. And they'll be hoping he has this much energy in 24 hours time. in the decider, looking for a third title for Maynooth, who've really made inroads in the university games. Have been represented at Fitzgibbon Cup as well in recent years, the hurling equivalent of this. Becoming an increasingly popular choice. Oh, there's a sloppy pass, Harry O'Connor. Going to bring it under control. O'Connor, jinks inside, good strength from O'Connor. Gives it inside, here's Taylor Mooney. And advantage being played, and Maynooth really just toying with UCC, it feels like now. Ball delivered, well, not the greatest cross from Finn Cooper-Gray, but he's a powerful presence out in that right wing. So Queen's now playing with 10 in the other one as we head here for around about the half-hour mark of this second half. The last 15 minutes, it would be the stuff of Collingwood legend, I think, if UCC could resurrect this one. Ball switched out. One in the air by Sawinski. Inside there's just UCC trying a different MO, but they spin it round the corner, and black jerseys everywhere for those contested balls, really. They have a really well organised back three, back five, whatever you look at it. Here's Harry O'Connor, lovely footwork from him. He started to enjoy himself in the second half. And here's O'Shea. Can't be too many that have lifted the Collingwood Cup as captain in consecutive years, and he has the opportunity to do that on Wednesday afternoon. Ball knocked over the corner. There's a chance. Here's Abdallah. Has to recycle. There's a back, and it's hacked away there brilliantly by Jonathan Curl. UCC making their fourth sub in front of us here. Shane O'Neill wearing the number 12. He comes in, and making way is Evan Lynch wearing 4. So last 13 or 14 minutes for Shane O'Neill. He's going straight over to that left hand side. Maynooth preparing a couple of subs. You may just catch off camera there, or when the camera drifts, but I'm going to just try and see them over the line. Knocked through by the UCC men, but again Smith turns it over. Here's O'Connor around the corner to O'Shea, back to Smith, tries to find his winger, but probably to neither player really, and Maynooth will grab a reader, and with it now they're going to make a couple of subs. Number 17 is one of those. That's Matthew McCarrick. Unsurprisingly, Sheeran makes way. Couldn't grab the hat-trick, there's time yet for that. Could save that for the final. So looks to be Matthew McCarrick for Alex Sheeran looks to be one of the subs. And it looks as though Finn Cooper-Gray has also made way. Just going to clarify exactly who has come in for him. The man who took the throw, he's the new body, and we'll catch his number in a moment. There's an offside immediately against one of the subs. It's the number 13 who's also come in. That's Patrick Montgomery. UCC look to work their way out of trouble here. Ball knocked around the corner. Flag stays down. Good defensive work again. It was Suleiman who was looking to get up and running, couldn't, and UCC will restart with a throw in. Maynooth all getting involved. O'Connor bouncing it back. They're just going to hold on to possession, and throw in coming here. Confusions again over the lines here. It's the yellow lines on this particular Astro. In fairness, some of the lines are played as yellow, some are played as white. But that white line there is actually the 65 and the GA pitches. Ball hacked out. UCC get the line, get the throw in. Fatigue starting to set in, you'd feel, for a couple of these players. It's a tall order to play 180 minutes in 24 hours at this intensity, but UCC still going. Can they keep the ball? Here's Dan McCarthy. They do well, do UCC, but it's all very, very hard work for them to just to get up beyond the halfway line. And again, Maynooth very much quick to reset into their defensive shape and easily get back into position as ball out to O'Shea. Lovely first touch on his favoured left. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor knocking it out. Here's Smith. Just going to try and keep that ball. Taylor Mooney. Inside the final 8 minutes or so. Can't have too much on top of that as Maynooth go long. UCC really haven't had that creative influence that they would have liked in the middle of the pitch. Smith goes and chases. There's the advantage of fresh legs. He just had that little pep in his step. O'Shea has abandoned the left back position. I think he's playing a little bit higher up for these closing exchanges. As indeed now they switched it around. Happy enough to play at this tempo, I think, Maynooth, until the conclusion. This game brought to you in association with Campion Insurance. Campion Insurance, enjoy the present, the future is covered. UCC really running out of ideas, and with it running out of belief. Maynooth hungry for every collision really and every opportunity to pinch it back, but they've been pinched on this occasion. There's a shot at goal. It was dipping. It was from Danny McCarthy, the team captain, but his effort sailed over the crossbar as Maynooth now make another double sub, so it'll bring them, I think, to their complement of 5, or indeed definitely to 4 anyway. So one of those coming in is number 15. That's Marvin Chan, and he's replacing Taylor Mooney. And in fact, yeah, Taylor McCarthy is gone off, and indeed Taylor Mooney. So number 7 and number 9 have been replaced by number 12 Troy O'Dowd and number 15 Marvin Chan have made away. UCC with their final change have taken off Noah Sawinski, and in his place comes the number 14 Ronan Murphy. Going along with that kick out. Murphy immediately gets his knee on it, and Suleiman powering his way up the pitch. Suleiman just a little bit excessive with his challenge on the back of the Maynooth player. We free out to Kildare side. Dick Coleman and Kevin O'Brien among the UCC management. Not satisfied with that decision, but keeper sends him long. Suleiman looks to cut it inside. Nice ball around the corner, but again, good defending there by Phelim Dickies. He hasn't really put a foot wrong this afternoon. He's sharp in defence. Does it simple too, doesn't try to overcomplicate it, as again UCC cough up possession all too easily. O'Shea spots the runner. It's William Smith, and Smith puts all the pressure on, and UCC have to work oh so hard just to get the ball out from their defensive third. Skipped over the halfway line now, but again Maynooth on the other hand very easily can defend it. Now here's the man I said does it simple, and once again he does. That's Dickius. Ball out to O'Shea, just a little bit overcooked. It's, just see the tempo has certainly dropped since that third goal. It was Sheeran on the double in the second half. And there's Chan on the ball for the first time since he's come in. Maynooth attackers looking for the diagonal switch. O'Shea tried to flick it around the corner, missed it, and it finds its way through. Here's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick does well. Ball switched around the back. There's the flag coming. A winger just crept ahead, and it's an easy offside for the officials. UL still in the lead over 10-man Queens, I believe. UL wearing the all-green kit this afternoon. A quick turnaround to wash it and have it ready for the morning's action or the afternoon's action tomorrow. Farquhar Cup as well. A slight injury here for the goalkeeper. The referee coming in. Not seen too many goalkeepers getting cramp, but he might have been on a dance floor in Limerick City last night or something. But Andrew Stewart, trainer, receiving attention from the referee and now the physio. So all it does is it just inches us closer to the final whistle, where Maynooth will be confirmed as having reached the Collingwood Cup final for the second season on the trot. So the goalkeeper will restart with this offside. Of course, different to a goal kick in that you can be caught offside at the other end, so Maynooth players make their way back out. Goal kick and chase is up in the air. Goes one of the substitutes. Let's try O'Dowd, and here is O'Dowd. Nice touch. Rolls it off to Smith. Smith, bit of a heavy touch, and knocks it away. Referee Thomas Joyce having a word with the UCC player, just asking him to ease off as we head towards the climax of this game. That's Ronan Murphy. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a nice balmy 5 degrees in Limerick. It would be great to see an improvement in that. O'Shea is going to hit this left-footed. We're going to have 3 additional minutes. And O'Shea is going to want to bring 3 to 4 on the score sheet. O'Shea goes low on the wall, digs it out, and here's Suleiman on his own, has to hold it up. Good play, brings Murphy into play. Knocked down to Josh Suleiman. Murphy racing to get on the outside. Suleiman does well, lovely feet, goes inside the danger area, has to slide out to try and keep it. And once again, when they get into that final third, it is broken down all too easily for UCC. And they'll try and relaunch another attack here. Good play, Murphy. Oh, leaves the ball behind him. So O'Shea with the throw in. Will he try a long one? Does someone want to go short? What's he going to do with it from here? Smith running ahead of the play. Smith pins his man, tries to roll him. Smith, lovely touch. Just can't get it out of his feet, and UCC will drive it clear. And one player sees the funny side in front of us, the other does not. Back to the goalkeeper, Fitzpatrick. Murphy. UCC bang it up the middle. Suleiman has shown plenty since being introduced, but all of it a long, long way from goal. Ball switched out to that far side. Can they create something from here? There's an offside flag once again, and this time it's against Mohamed Abdallah, part of that double sub, but has yielded little. I think we're heading to the dying embers. Certainly you'd felt early on this game was poised to be a very even contest, but Maynooth, once they hit their stride, once they hit the front, really have been thoroughly the better side. And there is the full-time whistle, and it's Maynooth University heading for the 2026 Collingwood Cup final, thanks to a 3-0 victory here over UCC. A reminder that we will bring you tomorrow's final live and exclusive on Stream Sport, in association, of course, with Campion Insurance and indeed the IUFU, the Irish Universities Football Union. So do join us for that one. I've been Tom Clancy. Thank you very much for joining us for this one, and congratulations to Maynooth. They're heading for the 2026 Collingwood Cup final.
Drivers, we get it! The car insurance market can be very noisy. Campion Insurance can make things crystal clear. We work with over 15 different insurers. For us, it's all about finding the insurance that suits you. Enjoy the present. The future's covered. Get a quote today on campion.com.
So, standing over it are the two of them, but it's going to be the number 7. Dangerous one in there. Evades everyone. Transferred to Bray Wanderers, so winning captain last year. In swinger, headed away by the UCC captain at the front post. Ball still bobbling in there. It's hit to the back of the net. It's a brilliant finish from the edge of the area, drilled in low, and it is the number 6, Jonathan Curl, and brilliantly struck. UCC failed to clear their lines, put it down on his right foot and drilled it low to the bottom. Second tier competition, but back underway here. Ball not headed back to the keeper with expertise, and shot from distance. Long throw, reaching the more or less the 6-yard boxes. Contested in there, and flashing as the chance still goes on. So Maynooth with 10 at the moment as their fullback remains behind the goals. There's a shot, and straight on target. Stuck onto the floor. Oh, Sheeran turns it over. An opportunity now. It's O'Connor. around the corner to Smith, to the captain. O'Shea. Defensive pressure from Maynooth. Ball knocked up to Sheeran. Oh, there's a strong leg in there. Here's O'Shea, just outside that area. O'Shea drills it. Is it going to stay in? And Maynooth trying to secure the corner kick, but they don't. And in the blink of an eye, they're in an attack. And it's Sheeran. Sheeran from the edge. Sheeran with the low shot off the post. 3 men over it. One goes, the other goes. Here's Sawinski. Sawinski. It was dipping and bended around it. O'Shea is there with the left foot as well. It's going to be the number 9, and delivered and volleyed away easily again. UCC not doing much in the air, headed by the defender. Here's Sheeran, 1-on-1. Sheeran goes around the goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant save! Superb save from Kevin Fitzpatrick. UCC again, go short and go long. That's very much the order of the day. It doesn't yield much on this occasion. Good aerial win again. Sheeran flicks it from the defender. Sheeran bearing down a goal. Looks for this one. And Sheeran, it tucked it away in the middle there. Oh yeah. Here's Sheeran around the corner. He's onside. Sheeran to seal it. Oh, flashed it across. He's a really determined figure for them. Plenty of excitement over. And the other one, Sheeran around the corner. He's onside. Sheeran! The flag is down. The goal is good. And Maynooth are into the Collingwood Cup final for 2026.